And we got Netanyahu. This dude. Get somebody in here real quick. Get somebody in here real quick. All right, 2 people. So, why is Netanyahu over there spying on Trump? Basically, he's basically asking, asking around, is Trump talking to Iran without him? First of all, I'm against all this shit, but first of all, why is you questioning whether he talking to somebody without you? Because Trump did the same thing with Iran. With Putin and Zelensky. He did the same thing. He was talking to Putin without Zelensky and talking to Zelensky without Putin knowing and all that crap. But Netanyahu, you got us in this shit. And you got the nerve to be asking about what? We helping you. Trump helping your stank ass. And you spying on him, you trying to figure out what he doing. You don't have to know what the man's doing. You better be hoping and praying that United States still got your back at the end of the day. Damn. He got some nerve. So when Netanyahu was asked if he pushed United States into this war, he put out an evil laugh. Like, ha, 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 gotcha. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. He got some damn nerve. So, I was looking at something. And Elon Musk said some weird, strange stuff, all right? I'm going to tell you that right now. Elon Musk said some strange stuff. So he was basically saying, ain't no need to save up for, your 401k and stuff like that. You ain't gonna need it. Why he say some shit like that? I'm trying to find it right now. But he said that. Yeah, he said, people be trying to save up from 15, 20 years. You ain't gonna need it. I'm thinking, what are you talking about, fool? Because he said by 2028, the world gonna be changed. He's basically saying that he got these robots, but when he make the first batch, it's gonna be only for Tesla. Right? I don't know if they come in with the Tesla cars. I don't know if they, whatever, man. Strange stuff, people, and strange fruit hanging from the tree. I'll tell you that right now. Strange fruit, man. Damn, I'm trying to find this shit. I want you to hear it from his damn mouth. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he was saying. Here it go right here. Hold on.
Have to have because of artificial intelligence.
Either we're not going to be here.
Shocking. I want you to listen to this. Let me take you through it.
Yeah.
Listen to him.
Well, one side recommendation I have is don't worry about squirreling money away for retirement in 10 or 20 years. It won't matter.
No. Okay.
Either we're not going to be here, or it just
Stop. Only Elon Musk could just say something like that and then just move on. Yeah, don't save for retirement. It's not going to matter. Oh, okay. Now listen to the rest. Go ahead.
It's crazy.
To save for retirement. If any of the things that we've said are true, saving for retirement will be irrelevant. The services will be there to support you. You'll have the home, You'll have the healthcare. You'll have the entertainment. The way this unfolds is fundamentally impossible to predict because of self-improvement of the AI. And
so I think they saying that when this is all over, whatever, or while it's going on, like what was the saying they told everybody? They said you will own nothing and be happy. You know what I mean? Like, sit your ass down. Whatever I give you at the end of the day, that's what you got. Everybody got the same thing. Shut it up. Ain't nobody got more than the other person. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm talking about? Type shit. Like, what? Because, see, these smart cities, God, dog, these smart cities are for dumb people. Think about it. Smart cities for dumb people. But when you got your back against the wall and ain't nothing the same no more, you tend to kind of fall in line unless you're going to take your own self out, or unless you're going to live off the grid and hopefully nobody comes looking for you. You see? So it's all messed up, people. So yeah, I wanted y'all to hear that real quick. That's what he said. Talking about we ain't got, you don't even be worrying about saving stuff. As if the future is not going to be existing. I get it, because it's kind of feeling that way, but, or done away as we know it. You know what I mean? Because what you used to do in your life, you know, it could be a time where ain't none of that going on, bro. Ain't none of that going on. All right. So we are Operation Epic Fury, day 6. See that? Day 6, huh? Let's see what people's saying. Thank God for President Trump and our ICE agents. Amen. Sleepy time video. See, that person sleep. You sleep in a motherfucker, right? Gotta be white. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing wrong with being white. You got white and then you got pale white. So, huh? What? You know. So somebody say, get right with Jesus. Okay, we got that going on. Yeah, you better do something. So anyway, the largest military base has been hit by Iran missile, okay, in the Middle East. They hit it. They attacked it. And so what I found out was the reason why Iran throwing up so many missiles is for United States to knock them out the air, right? But they know if they throw so many missiles that our defense will what? If you got to knock that many out, you're going to start getting low in your pile. And wouldn't you know that's what's been happening? But see, they ain't going to tell you every damn thing because you got to do your own research, people. All right? You got to do your own research, people. And I'm going to tell you the best research to look at, if you ain't want to read, is overseas news stations, baby. They going to tell you what's really going on. Huh? Yeah. We going to sugarcoat some shit. They gonna tell you. All right. All right. So, largest military base over there. Now that's bad. That's bad. Because they struck a CIA station as well inside the Arabian capital. And the eerie thing about that is, they've been saying they knew exactly what side of the building that the CIA was on in that building. And they say, who told them that? China? You see what I'm saying? So people, I've been saying we don't want none of China, and I hate when I hear China. And I was like, Iran gonna get their backup when it's time. All right. They backup, which is Iran and Russia and goddamn probably North Korea too, and China for sure. So China names come back up again, people. So you know what that means, don't you? There's no question about it at all. If you had questions, because I never did. China is in this war. All right? Don't forget about Russia. They are in this war. How you think Iran is getting weapons? How you think this? How do you think that, people? All right. And we haven't heard about Trump getting that enriched uranium that they still have, allegedly, that can make 11 bombs. Trump, you need to work on that. 11 nuclear bombs. Damn. Because gangsters fuck up too now. Hey, just like players, gangsters fuck up too. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now, this was interesting for us Black Americans. You know what I'm talking about? Black Americans and Black Ameriqueens. You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, Black Americans were released in Iran. Now, when was this? Back in November 1979, right? According to the Iranian Black Americans, I'm sorry, there was a comma. According to the Iranians, Black Americans were victims of U.S. racism. Now, did you hear what I said? According to Iranians, Black Americans were victims of the U.S. racism, not representatives of the U.S. power. Not representatives of the U.S. power. We beg your pardon, America. In addition, the Iranians who were there, ancient brothers, that's what they called us. You know, it was probably men that they were talking about at the time that were hostages. Those are our ancient brothers. All right. Now we all know what Boys in the Hood movie said when Trey said he was gonna what? Join the military. What his daddy said? Trey. Black man ain't got no reason to be fighting white man war. Hey, I didn't say it. They said it in the damn movie. But who fight is this? Keep it a G. It sure in the hell ain't melanated fighting. Not the black of the berry, the sweet of the juice ones. Oh, y'all might have a little taste, but you ain't got it like us. Now, let me tell you. They said we were their ancient brothers and sisters. So, whom they would not harm and who had never offended them in several thousand years of history. They saying black people ain't did nothing to us in shit. Several, what is that? Several thousand years of history. His story. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker, this back in November 79. I was born in 80. Damn. A year before I was born. Now, this is and you can look it up. It's called the Iran hostage crisis. You gotta talk slow for some of you motherfuckers. Now, released. Now, in November 79, they released black hostages. They only released the black hostages. It was 66 hostages. They only released the black ones and women. Didn't matter what you was on the woman part. But they freed all the what? The black ones. And they did it immediately. Once the Ayatollah at the time, who they just took out, Khomeini, he did that. He let them go. I'm going to make a point in a minute. He let them go. You see what I'm saying? Once he found out it was black people, they had two. When finding out black people were hostages. That just go to show you, first of all, we were never the problem. We ain't never been the problem, people. Us melanated. No, we have not. We have never been the problem. We've always shared. We even taught y'all shit, and you ran with it. And you ran with it. Now, I got a question of why America can have all this big shit. Weapons of mass destruction, but can't nobody else have it. Why? Because they want to take over the world like Pinky in the Brain. Nope, this ain't back in the day. They say this war gonna be 4 weeks. We on the 6th day. Hexelf or whatever his name is, Pete. He talking about, it might be 6-8 weeks. Like I've been saying, this war is never ending. Just like they had an NCO, non-commissioned officer, telling his troops, hey man, this is God's plan and Trump is anointed and he's going to bring on, this is has to happen to bring on Armageddon. WW3. I beg your pardon, America. It's Is it time to mask off? Mask on. Creep silent. We didn't left your block quiet. Listen, ain't nobody got time for this shit. I know I don't. So shout out to the Iranians that you know that let them black folks leave. Huh? And we got black people over here confused on, or should I say in denial, thinking that Trump is in the right, that every American president is in the right. They've always been in the wrong. They talking about make America great again. When was it ever great? Only thing great was Kellogg's. They're great. You see what I'm saying? Fuck that. They was all right. When was America great? For this. Never, ever, ever, never, ever. Nah, they saying Iran struck the mess out of Israel overnight. All right. I'm talking about tore their ass up overnight. Now we got to go here. All right. Tore them up, right? All right.
March the 5th, 2026. Guys.
All right. So we got Trump administration is scrambling to manage the fallout of the Iran war, right? And okay, we got some hate people on here. Yeah, I hope, hey, all my haters is gonna get blew up. I'm thankful for you talking. You see what I'm saying? Get your ass in the middle. I hope he draft your ass and your kids, huh? Oh God. Okay. So, you know what? Why y'all hating on me? I hate to stop this real quick. I'm gonna go back to this though. Y'all need to be worried about your teenagers and shit. They ain't even gotta be teenagers no more, bitch. They don't have to be. You 18 through 25, 26 through 39. Oh, that bout for real gonna happen. Especially when you talking about putting troops on the ground. He's talking about putting troops on the ground. You know, when you have to not only, okay, we've been fighting air and sea. That's a good thing. We never had to put none on the ground as far as this Iran situation. Since that part just started this year, up 6 days ago. In 6 days, you meaning you already talking about putting boots on the ground? Some of y'all don't even know what that means. Huh? For one, it means more deaths. A lot more. But it also means we gonna need some drafting, baby. Because it's gonna be a lot of people losing their life over your president, like Really D say. Huh? Keep on talking shit. You better hide your kids, hide your wives, you know what I'm talking about? Because if you're 18 to 25 and 26 to 39, that's your ass. I'm 45. Yeah, keep living. Trump administration is scrambling to manage the fallout of Iran war. What we scrambling for, people? Now, the Pentagon is requesting additional intelligence officers for at least 100 days, suggesting the war could last far longer than initially suggested 4-week timeline. I've been knew that. I've been saying that. This is the war that's not going to end. And matter of fact, is that NCO, non-commissioned officer, telling his troops wrong about, I ain't with the anointed by God shit that they saying about Trump and all that. But yeah, this is the war that's going to bring in more revelation. Put it like that. I ain't got to get all super biblical. You know exactly what's going on. And so I got to think it. Is he wrong for saying that? Because this is the one. China and Russia just ain't fully backed Iran up yet. But they telling them shit. They sending them shit. Think they not, right? Because like I've been saying, who you think Russia and China for sure. You think China gonna let Trump take over the whole Iran? Nah, baby. Over my dead body. Ain't that a saying? Over my dead body. Over many dead bodies. Huh? Somebody said Miss Know-It-All. Bunch of bull. I don't know shit. I'm telling you what the fuck is going on. But I tell you how you know if I'm wrong or if I'm right. Go read Revelation. You know nothing. You see? Because if I know it all, and you do you know it all? Talking about a bunch of bull. All right. When your ass, I hope you in that age bracket. You motherfuckers, huh? You motherfuckers. Wait on it. All right. Wait on it, goddammit. Because this shit's getting good. All right. This shit getting real good. Nah, shit, you didn't fuck my shit up. Hold on. Yeah, let me. Oh, I never did pause it. So, yeah. So this initially suggested 4-week timeline. They say, oh, it's only going to take 4 weeks. We are so arrogant, right? Now, officials say planning was limited. Didn't like the Young Turks and shit like that. They said, Trump, did you even have a plan? We went to sleep one night, woke up the next morning, and we done bombed Iran. Like, what the fuck? Now, there's talk of through September. Oh, it's going to go past that. It's going to go past that. A State Department source said too few people were read in on the war plans. That's a mistake right there. That's a mistake right there. You mean we got strategic bombs, but we're not thinking strategically? When you talk about it wasn't that many that was informed on these war plans, so some people in the military and shit like that, they woke up surprised too, like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, right there, but I didn't get the memo on that one. Yeah, too late. We in this shit. So now they're trying to say this is what slowed evacuation preparations and travel alerts for Americans in the region. Yeah, now y'all want to come back and say that bullshit after we done figured out, we the people done figured out that now you saying basically F them Americans that's already over there. That's why in my last video I said, damn, Trump, why didn't you alert people before you just started bombing shit? See what this says? It's coming from the Pentagon. Trump administration and whatnot. No, this is coming from the Pentagon. I think this is coming from the Pentagon. But anyway, critics say the response looked improvised, with one former U.S. diplomat calling it a completely ad HOC operation. Like they woke up on Saturday and decided to start a war. This probably ain't from Pentagon, but news source. What I'm on? The Real BP Earthwatch. Okay. So yeah, that's some Shady McGrady, I want my daddy records type shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's some shady ass shit right there. So now, again, if the Pentagon is requesting additional intelligence officers for at least 100 days, this strongly suggests the war could last far longer than the initially suggested 4 weeks. Exactly. Okay, so HEXF has already suggested up to 8 weeks. It's going to be more than 8 weeks. And the scope and timeline keeps sliding further. And don't forget about the doomsday clock. What was it? Was it this year they changed the time again or the end of last year? One of them. They recently did it, though. Again. So that's even more confirmation of where we're headed, people, as far as nuclear. Now, in Iran, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi warned of terrorist movements with a T along Iran's border with Iraq and called for stronger security measures amid reports that the United States is in talks with Kurdish forces about arming them to foment an uprising against Tehran. Iran. All right. So, all right. All right, we don't need that no more. So, China. Let's go to China. Damn. China is building subs. Right? They building subs. That can strike United States from closer to home. And guess who warned of this? The United States Navy. All right. That's insane. But they also have submarines that can't be detected by the enemy. We may have some too, but I'm just saying. They have those types of submarines too. So the U.S. Navy warns that China is building submarines that can strike United States from closer to home. Are they saying closer to China? You know, I'm more closer to China and I can hit you, or do I really got to be like in the Pacific to hit you? No, I think they talking about, you know, either way, that's bad, whatever it means. You know what I'm saying? Either way, that shit bad. So China has been developing new submarine technology and a bigger, better fleet that is gaining on the United States and its allies. Spurring a new undersea arms race in the Pacific. So Iran Ayatollah calls for shedding of Trump's blood. Now, if somebody took your daddy out, listen, the sun has taken over people. If Trump took your daddy out, what would you do? I think you probably do what he said. He said he calling for the shedding of Trump's blood. Trump, there you go. He's calling. He wants you out of here, man. They gonna get Trump out of here, bro. Watch what I tell you. Allegedly. They gonna try to get Trump up out of here. Yeah. Now, how would the world react to that if they got Trump out of here? JD Vance got to step up. Huh? United States is low on munitions, people. Why is that? Why are they saying that in the news? Why are we hearing that? And this is verified by a retired lieutenant colonel, allegedly. Why is people saying that? Because what I told you earlier is strategies to that. So Iran's strategy, which is a good one, I ain't gonna lie, is making us use more defense, more of our defense missiles to knock out the missiles that they're throwing up. That's why they keep throwing up so many, because they know, it's like you boxing. You watching a boxing match, and we got a lot of fighters that keep moving around on you, so then you got to chase them. They be dancing. You know what I'm saying? Still the greatest. I'm pretty. So, yeah. That's exactly what they doing. Ain't that funny? That's some funny shit. So then you get tired. So then you lose munitions, like they say. Huh? Then and this shit, like their drones, they saying they drones like 50,000, right? But the shit we throwing up to shoot it out the sky costs way more than 50,000. You know what I'm saying? So my point is they can those drones and shit like that, that's cheaper, on the cheaper side, they can keep making that and keep buying that. That's nothing. But when you have to start, now you have to start rebuilding or you know, building more missiles and stuff like that, that takes a little time. That's not no overnight shit. Now remember, Trump had posted something, but I couldn't find it the last time I was on here. He posted he tweeted something or whatever he did. He posted something, right? I don't remember if it was on Twitter, but he was saying we have a lot of weapons now, but basically we're not where we want to be on the weapon side though. And then he blames it on Biden because Biden gave away all this to you know, numb nuts, Zelensky, you know, and all of this shit. I don't want to hear nothing like that when you talking about defending America. I don't want to hear shit like that, Trump. You do not get on here posting no shit like that or even saying some shit like that. We supposed to already be on point. More than enough. I'm talking about it'll last, if the damn war lasts for 10 years, we ain't got to make nothing else. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. Not no goddamn, we low on this and low on that. Damn. I'm telling you, the stupidest shit. But we know the motherfucker that started war was a stupid motherfucker anyway. So, hey, man, all this shit is stupid. So, yeah, they trying to say United States is low on munitions. Like, what the fuck? America's low missile stockpile during the Iran conflict. Now, let me see. A lot of people going viral talking about that part. Let's see what they saying. Shout out to Lisa Cabrera. She be having good content. Let me get it to... Yeah, no. Let's see. You figure Dale.
Y'all know field beasts can't run anything. Isn't that what the Most High referred to these Gentiles as, field beasts? Well, I guess we can't expect better from a field beast, right?
Ammunition shipment on hold. For who? I know you ain't talking about United States.
Yeah,
right.
I guess
that's
in the
how
next
y'all gonna
week
do.
or so we'll hear Baron.
That's how y'all gonna do.
Spurs.
I got a lot of haters. Your kids gonna get blew up.
Thank you, y'all, for the
because they gonna draft them. Your kids is gonna get blew up. 18 to 25, 26 to 39. Hey man, check it out. Yes, they is.
Major breaking news right now. Axios is reporting that for the first time since October 7th, the United States put on hold a weapons shipment to Israel. According to Israeli officials, the weapons shipment was a shipment of ammunition that was supposed to be sent to Israel last week. The Biden administration put it on hold. The reason, however, is unknown right now. Now, according to this report, once Israeli officials were notified of the possible hold, they began scrambling to figure out why they were put on hold. At a major point for U.S.-Israeli relations right now, because for a long time, the Biden administration has essentially said that going into Rafah is akin to a red line for them, while Prime Minister Netanyahu in recent weeks has said that no matter what, whether there is a ceasefire deal or not, Israel intends on going into Rafah. Rafah is home to over 1 million Palestinian civilians right now, and it is considered a Hamas stronghold as well. But the United States has said that it will not support any Rafah operation if Israel does not have a plan to keep civilians safe. As soon as we have more information about this weapons shipment and more, I will provide it to you, so be sure to stay tuned for all the news you need to know about.
Now, here we go.
So, y'all, I just found out, you know, from this report and others that I saw this morning, the U.S. have not been sending as much weaponry to Israel.
So why is that? Because we need it for us.
I think, you know, when Biden was in, they just didn't have it because they were supporting Ukraine in such a big way.
Yeah, so reports suggest to find an off-ramp. The likely reason is that the interceptors are running out rapidly. So that's what I meant to say. Interceptors trying to intercept Iran if they throwing up missiles, drones, whatever. They've been throwing up so many, it's like, damn, we gonna go low on, you know what I'm saying, on the interceptors. How are we going low on the interceptors? And why is Putin the one that got the most nuclear weapons? Why? So anyway, now the likely reason is that the interceptors are running out rapidly. Not clear if the Iranians can back down now. Has been confirmed unalive. No, they're not backing down. Listen, what did the son just say? He said he wants the shedding of Trump's blood. You know, I don't know if he wanted on a hamburger. I don't know if he wanted on a hot dog. I don't know if he wanted on a steak, a chopped cheese, a goddamn pizza. He want it though. Alright, he want that shit. Is he gonna get it? I don't know.
Because remember,
Cause for real,
This to be happening.
Cause for real, it ain't got nothing to do with me. You see? So anyway, what we got here? Now, Iran fired so many missiles that U.S. interceptor stocks could run dry within days. Why are we hearing shit like this? Now, each THAAD, THAAD, I forgot what that stands for, costs $15 million. We're using them faster than Lockheed can build them. Iran has thousands more missiles and drones in reserve. Who is this? Who the fuck is that? Whoever the hell just emailed me. I'm block your ass as soon as I get off this live. I'm blocking your ass. And so anyway, you see that? It costs $15 million each of those interceptors to this shit's ridiculous. What? So the more it costs, the more it takes to build that motherfucker. You want it built right. You don't want to rush it. You see? So yeah, man. That's crazy. So here we go. Here we go. Let's see what he's talking about.
Make these fast enough to keep up with how fast we are using them, and so we are running out. Trump says, get used to it. Americans are going to die for this.
Okay. So, motherfucker who... Listen, I know your ass watching me, dog. And you's a nasty, creepy Joe motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You a nasty, creepy Joe motherfucker. And you need to go to the doctor. Alright? Now, that's serious right there. Now, Trump says there will likely be more U.S. deaths to come in Iran. As if we don't know that. As if we don't know that. Now, Trump said there will likely be more American deaths to come as the United States attack on Iran continues. Sadly, there will likely be more before it ends. He said in a video message Sunday, that's the way it is, likely be more. All right, but we'll do everything. What did he say? Move your head out the way.
There will likely be more.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, we did not bring enough bullets to actually do whatever it is we're trying to do. U.S. is now...
What? U.S. races to accomplish Iran mission before munitions run out. Before they run out? Why is they running out? Trump says the Iran campaign might last a week or longer, but dwindling stockpiles could limit his options. Oh, God. Yeah, man. So, that's not good, people. But we the best in the world, right? I don't hear nobody else saying they running low on shit. I don't hear Iran saying they running low on shit. Why the fuck is we running low? Why is we running low on shit? Why is we running low on shit? That's the craziest shit right there. I'm telling you. America will run out of missiles next week. Why is that?
Continues. The CENTCOM AOR.
Hold on, man.
Everyone in this administration, everyone who likes this administration, everyone who's even a little bit on board with this administration and its agenda is so profoundly stupid. These
Thank
are just
you.
The most
And it's a white man saying that shit.
unintelligent people.
What up,
This war, I
Lakeisha?
think, is not going to end well for the United States. The Pentagon assessed that we had roughly 8 days of armaments in the CENTCOM area of responsibility, AOR. We have gone through now, as you know, 3 days of those 8 days worth, which means next week, next Sunday or Monday, if this tempo continues, the CENTCOM AOR stockpiles will be depleted of critical interceptors and land attack missiles, the Tomahawks, which means if we want to continue the war, if the Iranians don't surrender, and I don't think they're going to, then we're going to have to pull critical stockpiles out of the Indo-PACOM area of responsibility, leaving our troops and our allies in Asia completely vulnerable
to
any
bad.
Chinese intervention. Therefore, this war, I think, is not going to end well for the United States if we don't get a conclusion within the week.
And we know, if you have ever read Revelation, you know that United States is not going to win, people. And it's funny because people say, man, United States, oh, they don't want none of the United States. It's already been written that we're going to lose. Well, I'm not going to lose. I'm always win. I'm melanated, baby. You know what I'm talking about? I'm always win at the end of the day. I don't know, hey, man, but to get right with the right maker, that's all I'm trying to tell you. So, again, why are we running out of things? And then we got to go snatch it from our allies. Now they going to be out asshole naked. Well, you know what? You was rooting for Trump, weren't you? You see how you can't trust a snake. God damn. Even the Bible say don't put your trust in man. But anyway, you can't trust a snake. No, you can't. It's looking like some people finna be... See, if they take it from Asia, like the man just said, that's opening the doors for China. You know, China could have been gotten Taiwan ass. It's not that they don't want to smoke with United States. They just ain't trying to take it there. They just wasn't trying to take it there for real. But see, in this instance, it's about to go there, bruh. It's definitely about to go there. Because, yeah, United States probably gonna win over Iran, is the Israel and Iran thing. But after that, it's not like you just not fight no more. Like, oh, everybody's scared. No, it's not that. This ain't back in the day. Like, you can't come up to me, I don't care if you the police or not, and be like, no, get your ass in. Man, who you talking to? You can't talk to me like that. I'm at least say that shit. This ain't back in the day, and that goes for every aspect of our lives. This ain't back in the day, and that's what they saying. This ain't back in the day, fool. You just took my daddy out, huh? But even back in the day, they wasn't playing with no American president. What make this more interesting because I'm actually living in it, and I understand it because I'm well overgrown. See, when they was doing that 1 and that 2, I wasn't nowhere to be found. But now that it could possibly be a 3, well, this is 3, then shit, I'm well aware of what the hell going on. But then you got to go all the way back to the origin now. Why is this shit even happening? And why is it so necessary for when you claim it ain't about resources, but you go and you conquer shit, and the first thing you start talking about is goddamn resources. So leave the resources alone then. Go over there and do what you're going to do, but leave the resources alone. You can't do that, can you? Nope. Can't do that. That's too much like right. That's what I'm talking about. So it was to conquer and divide, just like they always do.
To the conflict, and I don't see any conclusion on the horizon.
It's interesting when we all got the notifications on Saturday morning early that U.S. forces had struck Iran and we were engaging in this battle along with Israel. I had to go back and think about But what was said in the State of the Union? What has been the...
So somebody in the comments was like, on this live right here, say, if Iran puts boots on Israel's soil, game over. Could possibly be, because I played some earlier where they were saying that Israel was supposed to get a package last week and didn't get it. Is it because we need it? Yeah, we need it. You still helping Ukraine, man. All that shit we gave Ukraine, they have not won yet. We entering new wars, ain't finished the last wars. Like, what's up with this? What's up with this? Shout out to who had is this? K Camp, man. K Camp. Shout out to K Camp. All right. So, man, damn it. This shit crazy.
Messaging
This shit
from
crazy.
this administration prior to that point, and
don't worry about it. I'm a block you in a minute. Don't even worry about
still
it.
negotiating.
And I'm finna stop using that email, cause that's not even, that's like a burner email
Queen
anyway.
Mommy, I
I'm finna
saw
delete
what
that
you
hoe.
wrote. You said
Don't even worry about it.
3 copper color died first. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. The ones that died first were white. The 3 that you saw, that was from 2024. Go back and look. The 3 melanated people that they showed, they died in 2024. I thought the same thing too. All of the people that have died from Sunday all the way up until now are all white. That picture
That's
that
crazy.
you see of the melanated, go back and look. I'm serious. That picture is from 2024.
So why they put that up?
It is confusing.
Yeah.
Okay, but some of y'all might even remember back in 2024.
And this had been planned for months that they were going to do that. I don't think they ever had plans to finalize their negotiations. I thought they knew from day one they were going to make a strike with on run.
And this is what I've been saying every time I'm on your show. When the issue of negotiations came up, I said it was a ruse. This is exactly what the Trump administration did last year in the run-up to the 12-day war, is they promised that, hey, we're going to go and get negotiations, and then at the last minute, the Israelis and the United States then went on the offensive. I think it's important to understand how we got Ayatollah Khamenei. How we got here was we told Khamenei right before we clipped him that we're going to sign a temporary ceasefire and continue negotiations on March 1st. And then the Ayatollah said, okay, fine, we're going to do that. And then we knew he was there and we were able to kill him that way. So we've been using diplomacy as a canard to allow for us to target the regime's key leadership. But that's going to have very deep impacts, Brian, on...
Hey y'all. So, with this war in Iran, I have been like watching everything overseas from France, from the UK, from Al Jazeera English. I follow them because I feel like they're telling the truth. And something that kept popping up was that the United States...
Ooh, somebody said something I forgot about. Yeah, the Russians made Satan 2. God damn it. Satan 2 is extremely dangerous to the U.S. military. Excuse me. Who the fuck is... Yeah. Who is it? Yeah. Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh. Nigga be walking on my rug, goddamn maintenance man, like walk around the damn whatever them damn rugs called. I got a nice rug. This motherfucker. I just don't understand people, bruh. Like you don't know to go around a nice ass rug, nigga. Do that every fucking time, man. Damn. No fucking home training, bruh.
States is low
Damn.
on munitions.
I got hardwood floors. Walk on the goddamn floor, bruh. Not the goddamn carpet.
God, you fucking kidding me. You started this war with Iran, okay?
Them
with
some velvet
Israel,
rugs, boy.
and
You can
we're
tell
low
a
on
motherfucker they ain't
munitions.
never had
I
shit
think
or goddamn it
he
just
would have been
had
told.
something nice. You
It's been
motherfucker
confirmed that he was told that.
stepping on
But
velvet
he was thinking
rugs
that this war with
that's
Iran
blue
would
and
go in
gold.
there
I know
like
you
bomb,
lying,
bomb, 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 and
bitch.
Iran would just go, okay, all right, who do you guys want here to be in charge in Iran? That's not gonna happen. You see that Iran's like, fuck that shit. They are just bombing fucking everywhere. And the only reason that
Hey,
the
chill.
UK is now allowing the United States forces to be on their Royal
That's
Air
Satan
Force
too.
or Royal Military bases is because Iran bombed Cyprus. Bombed a UK military base in Cyprus. And my understanding is that France is now entering into the fray. So
with this
I
Marine that's going
have
viral.
someone that is a retired lieutenant colonel that still has security clearance. And I was like, hey,
they broke
is
his
this
damn
true?
arm. I ain't mean to get off you, lady, but shit. Let me go back.
UK military base in Cyprus. And my understanding is that France is now entering into the fray. So I have someone that is a retired lieutenant colonel that still has security clearance. And I was like, hey, is this true? They also happen to be super MAGA, whatever. And it is true. And then he blames it on the last administration for giving munitions to Ukraine. So that's why we're low on munitions. So at some point, other NATO countries are going to say, hey, they're protecting our interests and they've got bases all over the world. We're going to give them munitions. But at the same time, he just took $10 billion, Trump, of our money to head up the board of peace that's made up of these other countries. Are they going to give us munitions or like what the fuck? Like literally, if this war drags on for like months, we're in deep shit. So
yeah. Seem like it. I hope they
thank
learn.
you, Trump.
Trump went on Truth Social to address the munitions shortage that we have, and you may be shocked to hear this, but it's actually Joe Biden's fault. He said the U.S. munitions stockpiles have, at the medium and upper medium grade, never been higher or better. As was stated to me today, we have a virtually unlimited supply of these weapons. Wars can be fought forever and very successfully using just these supplies, which are better than all the other countries' finest arms. The highest end, we have a good supply, but we are not where we want to be.
This is the one I was looking
Additional
for.
high-grade weaponry is stored for us in outlying countries. Sleepy Joe Biden spent all of his time and our country's money giving everything to P.T. Barnum, President Zelensky of Ukraine, hundreds of billions of dollars worth. And while he gave so much of the super high-end away free, he didn't bother to replace it. Fortunately, I rebuilt the military my first term.
My dog got your dog, bro.
The U.S. is stocked and ready to win big. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
But current estimates suggest that the United States is so low on some munitions.
I'm tired of hearing this shit.
Partly because we've used them in the defense of Israel.
That should
already
not be.
in the last
I don't give a
12
fuck
months.
how much you gave away.
But
that
whatever the
should not
cause,
be in
the United States is so low on certain kinds of munitions that were we to have even a brief but intense engagement with Iran, our military would not be ready for like 10 years to fight a real war against, a peer or near peer adversary.
Hold on, what the hell you just
So
said?
out the window would go any hope of defending Taiwan, whether or not it's a good idea is kind of.
President Zelensky of Ukraine, hundreds of
Yes, that the United States is so low on some munitions, partly because we've used them in the defense of Israel already in the last 12 months. But whatever the cause, the United States is so low on certain kinds of munitions that were we to have even a brief but intense engagement with Iran, our military would not be ready for like 10 years to fight a real war against, a peer or near peer adversary. So out the window would go any hope of defending Taiwan, whether or not it's a good idea is kind of, up to you to decide. But that would not even be on the table because we wouldn't be able to. We would be much weakened by this because we don't have the stockpiles and we don't have the necessary industrial capacity to replace them.
That's what that is. Nope.
So we now have reports that the U.S. and Israel are running out of ammunition.
Everybody's saying this
Iran's
shit.
play to shoot all their old missiles over at Israel and everywhere else first is taking out all the anti-missile warheads that they have for their Iron Dome and all other defense on military bases. They've started to run out of ammunition as threats from Iran to start sending their new, even scarier missiles into Israel and everywhere else is looming. So they literally don't even have enough missiles to shoot down all the missiles that Iran is shooting
crazy.
over. In other news, one of the heads of Hezbollah has been assassinated. Yes, Israel has sent somebody over and took him out. So just letting you know that on a back note. They've been trying to do that for a while, though. So,
the Wall Street Journal reported today the U.S. might actually run out of ammunition. That they're in a mad rush to wrap up this fucking stupid war with Iran as quickly as possible because they might actually run out of interceptors, things that they use to intercept Russian, Iranian retaliatory strikes.
Now, when you know your own people,
guys would have.
You know what I'm talking about? Your own people is saying shit like this.
But of course
it's a problem. Even they know.
Donald Trump just assumed.
They know. They like, hey man, we running low, bro.
It would be the greatest military thinking thing that I ever thought of ever in my life.
Well, you
ever
sound like
in the
that.
history of the world, the greatest military, and I did it, and it would be over.
And I did it
in 2 days.
Yeah, he thought. You thought wrong.
Might run out of
Trump
ammunition. Great.
So I saw this story a couple of days ago, but I kind of brushed it off because I thought, no, that can't be true. But then today, a major New York publication picked this up, and I thought, well, maybe I
U.S.
should run this
forces in the
anyway.
Iranian theater.
So it might be there may be a problem
running
with
out of
the
ammunition.
U.S. attack on Iran, one which maybe other people hadn't thought about. It might actually be true that the U.S. Army and Navy are currently running out of ammunition.
The Army and the Navy?
Specifically interceptor munitions. Those missiles that intercept.
That's why he started to talk about boots on the ground, huh?
From Iran. This has been mentioned a few times now, and one of the big media giants.
This
in New
is
York mentioned that
dangerous.
today as well. So basically, the U.S. Army and Armed Services have been largely successful in intercepting Iranian missiles for the most part, even though we've seen a lot of damage.
Yeah, they've been intercepting shit, but we running out.
There's
That's
only
crazy.
a finite amount of missiles or interceptors that they
Well, I
have
tell you
to
what you
job.
do with that.
It's been raised again.
I tell you what you do, Trump, with the damn interceptors. You know, you trying to get these knocking they shit out the sky with our interceptors. Man, you better throw up some nuclear. Somebody listen, in a minute, you would think But in a minute, you would think motherfuckers gonna throw up some nukes to shut some people down. Shut it up. You know what I'm saying? Shut it up. That's what I'm waiting on. That's what I'm waiting on. Where the nukes at? Because I'm tired of y'all with these long range missiles and ballistic missiles and tomahawks and, man, just get to the good shit. Because it seems like that's why these wars be keeping going on, because you ain't put the Hiroshima on the motherfucker. Huh? You ain't put the shit that's equal to a Hiroshima on a motherfucker. Then they gonna shut up. But during that time, we got all these people dying when you could just throw something up that shut they ass up. You ain't doing that. Well, get ready for your future. You know what I'm saying?
They'll be running out of missiles to do this. Also, they may be running out of sea-based Tomahawk missiles. The reason for this is
running out of sea-based Tomahawks too.
There's been a lot of Iranian missiles over the last couple of days, but also you must remember that previously Donald Trump has attacked Venezuela. That's led to a reduction in missiles available. He's also, as you remember, he's attacked Nigeria as well. And that's led to
Trump
again,
attacking everybody, boy.
There as well. So how long can Trump sustain this action? This whole thing from start to finish so far has been a complete clusterfuck. It's been really poorly organized. It's been there doesn't seem to be any end game, even though several members of the regime in Iran have been taken out. A new regime of leaders has stepped forward, and Iran continues to fire weapons and munitions at the United States and also U.S. allies in the region.
Watch
Let
your
me
head.
know what you think about this.
Watch your
Please
head.
forgive me for
Wow.
not citing the source. I couldn't remember if it was the New York Post or New York Mail or New York Times.
He talking to.
Good morning. Reports are coming out of the Middle East from our allies that just 3 days into the Iranian conflict,
So they were saying
they
this
are
3
already
days
running
ago.
low on U.S. supplied
So
missile
3
defense
days ago, we
systems
was running
that
out of
Iran
drones
has
and
so overwhelmingly
missile
launched
interceptors.
ballistic missiles, hypersonic missiles, and attack drones that, well, our allies in the region are quickly running out of missile defense missiles. The whole Golden Dome theory is already running out. And there is a perception that this is part of Iran's plan, that they will just swarm these cheaply made drones. They're one-way attack drones.
Now that's some smart ass shit. So we ain't going against no dumb motherfuckers, because boy, don't look like it. Yeah, they throwing them mugs up so we can intercept them, so we will run out. Hey, we better start building. Hopefully, you know why people are going viral talking about this, that we are in the kitchen cooking, huh? You hear all these people hungry. Get in the kitchen, start cooking. One of them hours y'all gonna be able to eat. You see what I'm saying? I hope we are making things. Trump, I hope so. Shit. God damn. I don't know why we hearing that. We should not be hearing that. People should not be having a conversation about we are low on shit.
Cheap in quotes, of course, and then begin launching their harder to hit hypersonic missiles. And overnight, they did begin launching hypersonic missiles around the region, even as everybody essentially except for a few U.S. bases and Israel are beginning to run low on this Golden Dome missile defense system, whether it is the Patriot missile batteries or the THAAD missile defense batteries. They're all beginning to run low, and resupply may take some time.
May take some time. It will take some time. Look how much the shit costs.
Oh boy, see, this is what happens when you fire all of the generals, all the real top generals at the Pentagon when you come into office, and you put an idiot like Pete Hegseth in charge, and you expect everything to turn out okay. No, y'all, I think we are probably the most unsafe as a nation that we have ever been.
Especially with these sleeper cells over here. Man. This shit crazy as hell, bro.
There is
one thing I feel for is the children that don't know what's really going on, boy. These children, the small ones, man. Oh, like the small ones, boy, they don't know what's going on. You hear me? This shit crazy as hell. Yeah, so that's what I've been picking up, people. That everybody's having a conversation about these weapons is getting
There is
low.
no way. So the generals that are still left also told Donald Trump this would be a tough one to win. You're not going to win.
They even telling the man you're not going to win.
So, what do you do now? And then you got Congress that did a vote to try to limit Donald Trump's, power. Okay, you're going to do this after he done took out a world leader? Shouldn't you have done that beforehand?
So they say that Ayatollah Khomeini, he was the equivalent of the Pope. All right? So there's no way Iran, this is all or nothing with Iran, bruh. I hope y'all know that. This is all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is the big kahuna right here as far as Iran. But when it goes past Iran, yeah, that's our ass. Think about it. That's our ass. If he don't beat Iran and its allies before China and Russia is his allies, but I'm saying if he don't, I can't even say that because that's not gonna happen. I don't care who he takes out, it's not gonna happen. We are gonna lose, and it's written down. So even if you don't believe in that, you will believe in what people saying. You know what I'm saying? If you keep saying that shit, you gonna start saying like, "Are we low? Let me look this shit up." You know what I'm saying? Who keeps saying we ain't gonna win? Hell, it's already in the Bible. Ain't nobody gotta tell you that shit. This is finna be some Gog and Magog war shit. What Trump say? You ain't gotta worry about voting for another president. He's saying he gonna be the last president. People, my damn stomach keep growling. He's saying he gonna be the last president. Is he the worst president? They all bad. In my eyes, I wouldn't give a fuck. They all
You
ain't
should have
shit.
done that before the first bomb was dropped. Boy, they can't get nothing right in this country. But we're supposed to have confidence in these idiots that were elected.
No. Everybody got their own opinion though, but I'm sure agree with what she said.
My heart goes out to these young people in the military.
I just said that.
They are left so vulnerable.
Yeah, they are.
Donald Trump has started a war, and eventually it's going to leave them unable to defend themselves.
Damn. Boy.
Because they did not calculate.
I ain't gonna lie. When I went, and this true story, when I went in the military when I was 32, right? And see, one thing about going to the military I learned at that age, they can't reprogram you. They could not reprogram me once they found out my age. They thought I was young like them other people. They was like, that's why she act like that. See, you couldn't get under my skin and shit like that. I talked back. I didn't get no damn, you know what I'm saying? So my point was when I used to have conversations with the younger, like they 18, fresh out of high school and shit like that. Man, I said, man, if you wanted to go to college, you should have just went to college. Because a lot of them, you ask them why they here, why they wanted to join. First thing they say, I wanted to go to school for free. I wanted to travel the world. See, it ain't just that. Once you sign that shit, they own your ass. All right? You can't just say, oh, I ain't going to work. Fuck that. Man, you're going to find your ass in military jail. And that ain't where you want to be. You never, man, you don't want to go to jail, period, prison, period. But going as a military person, yeah, man. And why was we hearing about friendly fire from one of the, I guess it was the B-52s or some shit, United States shit, talking about friendly fire, they knocked each other down or something. Like, what the fuck? No, We can't be high now, military up there in the damn sky. We can't be high like that now. PCPing it up
How
and
much
shit.
ammunition the
Nah,
U.S.
don't be
had
high now.
before
Shit.
they start attacking.
Be high when you get shot or something. Somebody shoot you or something. But don't be getting high while we trying to beat ass. Don't do that.
A blunder, but America, take it on the chin. And just also know, don't try to blame us, because y'all like to always blame us for everything, even when we're clearly not at fault. But don't blame us, because one thing about us, now that everybody is delineating online, you're going to have a lot of pushback, and you're not going to like the pushback either. So,
somebody
the
said,
only ones
don't
that are responsible
vote
for this
for clowns if you don't want a
with
circus.
high IQs. You are 100% responsible for this war. So own it, love it, and don't try to give it away to others. Wow.
I know that's right.
Yeah, well, I pray a lot of our young people can get out of there.
Man, they can't get out of there.
If you can make it out of there, because I saw one young woman, she went to Dubai. I don't know why our people think that's a great place to go.
Yeah.
Those Arabs in Dubai are so racist. I don't know why our people think that's such a place to go. That is baffling to me.
Damn.
So anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for coming and
so there
listening.
you go with that. Oh. So yeah, people, we in a bad situation, and I know y'all know that. If you don't think, then shit, I don't know what to tell nobody, because it's all messed up. So yeah, people. So when Elon said that, talking about don't even worry about saving like 401k and shit, I was like, what? And then this professor Jiang, Jiang, he's going viral because everything he predicts come true, so to speak. And he was talking about United States will lose Iran war. You ain't predicted shit because that shit's already written down. It's already
You made 3 big predictions. 1, that Trump would win. 2, that he would start a war with Iran. And 3, that the U.S. would lose that war. It's quite a stunning prediction. Do you stand by it?
The reality is that right now, it's a war of attrition between the United States and Iran. And the Iranians have been preparing 20 years for this conflict. And now they have a pretty good strategy of how to weaken and ultimately destroy the American empire.
Yeah, they've been
so what the Iranians are doing is they're waging war against the entire global economy. And so they are striking the GCC countries. They're going after the critical energy infrastructure. They blocked off the Strait of Hormuz. And eventually, they will go after the water desalination plants, which is the lifeblood of these nations because they don't have fresh water supply. The Iranians are actually threatening the very existence of Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar. And why this is important is that the Gulf states are really the linchpin of the American economy. So what they do is they sell petrodollars and then they recycle the petrodollars back into the American economy through the investments in the stock market. And right now, we know that the entire American economy is propped up by AI investments in data centers. And a lot of that comes from the Gulf states. So if the Gulf states are no longer able to sell oil, and they're no longer able to finance AI, this AI bubble in the United States, then this AI bubble will burst, and with it will burst as well the entire American economy, which is really a financial Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, to your point, sir, an Amazon data center was literally hit in the UAE. We also want to talk to you about munitions. The United States is racing to accomplish Iran mission before munitions run out.
The United States military is not designed to fight a 21st century war. Remember, the military-industrial complex came to being after World War II. It was designed to fight the Cold War. And the Cold War was really about muscle flexing, who was to first get the person on the moon. And so the entire American military strategy revolves around very sophisticated technology that costs a lot of money to build. And that's what the American air defense system is. And that's why we're seeing this asymmetry in this war, where you have these $1 million missiles trying to take out these $50,000 drones. And it's not sustainable in the long term. And so what we're seeing is really the puncturing of the aura of invincibility that sustained American hegemony for the past 20 years.
That's crazy. We using $1 million missiles, interceptors, or whatever to take out their $50,000 drones. That's crazy. Hide your kids, man. Hide your doggone me wives, cause man, I'm telling you. All right. U.S. President just released an urgent message. Let's go here. My boy live. Let's see what he's talking about here. What message did he just do? What you didn't say here, Trump? Exclusive. Trump says he must be involved in picking Iran's next leader. They already picked damn leaders, the son. Unless you talking about the president. Trump says he must be involved in picking Iran's next leader. I'm pretty sure any leader, this is what he got to say. Man, this is the urgent message, bro. Damn. I think they all hate you, Trump. You're going to be in the same boat. They said they want the shedding of Trump's blood. That's what they said. Damn it. Shit. Now, Iran continues firing missiles and drones at the United States with multiple interceptors. What is that saying? Drones at neighboring with multiple interceptions reported. Yeah, we intercepted shit. Iran said the U.S. would bitterly regret sinking one of its warships. This is going to be an ugly war. This is going to be the worst war of all. Just because it's nuclear is going to be in play one of those days. That's the only reason why. Because they all bad. But when you talking nuclear, that shit spreads, man. You talking about nuclear, you talking about radiation, bro. Huh? You talking about... All right. Iran launched a new wave of attacks on Thursday with explosions reported in the region and Tehran threatening that the United States would bitterly regret sinking an Iranian warship. Iran strikes on Thursday targeted Israel, American bases, and countries in the region. Israel announced multiple incoming missile attacks as air raid sirens blared in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Oh, and gas went up. Boy, I went out earlier, boy, the gas was over $3. I said, damn, like damn near, it was $3.34. But I had filled my tank up before they did this, because I've been on vacation all week. I'm glad I filled my fucking tank up, because I was like, damn, I paid $2 something. That was, before that Saturday happened. Yeah, I did that on that Friday. I got filled that tank up and ain't really been going nowhere. That's how you do that. Save your gas. Ain't got nowhere to go. Yeah, gas going up and shit. This shit's crazy. Now, why do Trump want to be involved in picking the next one? Because you gonna have to take him out. So now you're gonna pick your op too and take him out. Oh shit. All right, this ain't really sad, so you went live about that. All right. What's this? Iranian foreign minister.
We are not asking for a ceasefire.
and we don't see any reason why we should negotiate with the US. When we negotiated with them twice, and every time they attacked us at the middle of negotiations. So there is no request for a ceasefire by us, and there is no request for the negotiation with the US from us. We have never sent any messages to them.
Minister, you said that Iran cannot reach U.S. soil, right? The American homeland with the weapons that you have right now. Is there any other way that Americans should be concerned that Iran could attack the American homeland?
Sleeper cells.
No, they have enough bases around us. Why we should go further than that? They have enough soldiers. They have enough, military assets, and they have enough military bases, military installations. So we don't need to go beyond that.
Damn.
The Strait of Hormuz hasn't been closed, but the threat of its closure has.
Now, one thing he said, if you ain't catched it, they got enough to defend themselves over in the Middle East. That's the whole thing. And that's a good thing on their end. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to United States and how it's going to trickle over here, is because Russia and China. I guarantee you. Because once they start fucking up Europe, god damn it. Yeah. Once Putin throw that thing he said can go from 7 to 8 minutes to Europe, that's going to be a problem. Even Iran can reach, I think it's 9 minutes for Iran. They can reach with nuclear. They strictly said nuclear, though, when they said that part. Like, so that's probably anything they got can reach Europe. So we haven't heard a lot about Europe being attacked, right? So once you start hearing that, listen to me. Once you start hearing Europe being attacked, that's how you know. It's right at our front door. Once it get to Europe, oh man, shit. Even though we got NATO over there, but you know what they say NATOs are? NAZISs. Yes, they do. The Middle Eastern people call them that over there, and so do some of we the people over here. Who you believe? If you do your research, you would see that is exactly, allegedly, who they are. I'm never on the side of that shit. Man, don't get me pissed off, man. Never on the side of that type shit. I'm gonna sit my black ass back and watch this motherfucking party die. Huh? And if I got to goddamn put on the mask, hey man, I got to goddamn it put on the mask. Shit. They wearing masks anyway. Shit, mine's real. They shit fake. I'm gonna put on a mask too, goddamn it. We all got masks on in this bitch. You feel me? What time is it? That's what I thought.
Disrupted the international economy. If this war continues, will Iran try to close the Strait of Hormuz?
But they have not closed it. It is the ships and tankers who don't try to pass through to cross the strait.
Get your words out now.
Concerned about being hit by either side. So we have no intention to close it right now. But as the war continues, we will consider every scenario. For the time being, we have not done yet. And but the strait is almost empty of ships and tankers because of their concern.
In this war, are international oil tankers potential targets for Iran?
No. Why they should be a goal for us?
Iran threatened tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran has already threatened them to set them afire.
No, we have not threatened them. They are concerned themselves, and they don't use the Strait of Hormuz because of the concerns they have to be hit by either side.
Is Iran privately talking to U.S. officials right now through back channels?
No.
Why would he tell you that he's smiling too? Why would he tell you that anyway?
No, not after Thursday that we met last time. We met last Thursday.
Can't trust none of
we
these
negotiated for almost
none
7
of these
hours.
fart boxes.
They were so happy when they left the negotiation table because we were able to make significant progress, as the Omani foreign minister said in his statement, and he checked his statement
And China is laying out its economic future as the second biggest economy in the world. President Xi Jinping just unveiled a 5-year plan outlining goals for growth, budgets, industrial policy, and defense. In the backdrop, the war with Iran is adding to China's mounting economic issues. CBS News foreign correspondent Anna Corin is live in Beijing covering the National People's Congress. It's so great to have you sort of at sort of the epicenter of another factor of all this. So we're going to get to the impact of the war on China in a moment, but what's coming out of the National People's Congress this morning?
Well, Kelly, the Premier Li Qiang.
Well, Kelly, the fuck?
Domestic consumption, high youth unemployment, as well as from the Middle East on oil, but really becoming a global leader in these industries, particularly AI.
Yeah, that oil is the blood,
and quantum computing,
so to
technologies
speak, of the earth.
Well.
You know what I'm saying? That
as
oil.
I say, that war in the Middle East is impacting.
Now, who the hell is
Hey, I mean, this is happening every day. And just today, before we came on, I saw where Pete Hegseth this morning have been adamant that this is
Now,
not
he got
regime change.
8,500 people in his
And then
chat.
Donald Trump.
The reason why I say that is because his title is this Daniel Davis / deep dive. Russia will disrupt United States-Iran war strategy. Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis and Matt Ho. Shit, no. I mean, when you got your own people, your retired people that used to be in the military and shit like that, and they leave high rank. Now, when you got these type of people saying, man, this a mistake. Man, we gonna lose. Man, we running low on this. It's a lot of doubting. You know what I'm saying? A lot of doubtful shit. Like, but it's already written down. That's why I be laughing at people like, man, United States got this, United States got that. That don't even matter at the end of the day what we got and what they got. Because at the end of the day, we all lose. You know what I mean? People finna die once this really crank up. A lot of people gonna die. A lot of people gonna die.
Telling Axios today, I should be the one who picks Iran's next leader. I mean, it's just so, in some sense, like, yes, I do put a lot on the speaker not like, being the person for the job. But I also have to give him some degree here in the sense of the information he's getting is all over the place. But he should be, if he's a Speaker of the House, he should be able to manage that and not put out something like that regarding war.
You're
right. I mean, this isn't a minor
I am, I'll say,
war.
because I give him no credibility whatsoever and no agency at all in terms of what his failures were. But listen, we're going to have to wrap it up here. Really, well, there's that one there about him picking the next Ayatollah. I just have no words for this. I don't know what he could.
This going viral.
Israel is the reason for this war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel.
It's crazy.
Come on, let's go.
America does not want to send its sons and daughters no more for Israel. Your inability,
man. I feel this man pain. So if y'all haven't seen this viral video, it is a Marine that is telling the Congress that he's trying to speak his half on God damn, he trying to speak. They didn't clotheslined him, then grabbed him up, and he's still talking, man. And he's like, stand up, be a Marine. You hear me? Like, that is so heartfelt, bro, because even your own people, your fucking military is against this shit.
This war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
America does not want to send its sons and daughters no more for Israel. Your inability to name that shows your ineptness as leaders. This is wrong.
They can't even take him down. He's so fucking strong.
Fight for Israel.
The Marines be strong as fuck. Look, take two of them.
Reminder to all our Commandant, please stand up as a Marine and stand up.
So So then he holding on to the wall. The door shut. I don't even want to hear this. His goddamn arm. You see his shit break too. They broke his goddamn arm. God damn, and you see that shit. They was like clapping, like, what the fuck? Senator broke his hand. The senator broke his hand.
He's gonna leave. Somebody come help him.
Ain't nobody help him.
Look at you guys. You're robots.
Them people didn't even turn around, bro. They ain't even turn around.
Look at you guys. You're
crazy.
like robots. Oh my God. What is happening?
They possibly could be.
And you're not even looking back. Any of you 4-star generals. Oh my God. What is happening right now? I front robots.
Right.
Shame. Shame. Oh my God, you guys.
Everybody sit
What
down.
did I just see? I'm getting out of here.
That's fine. Everybody sit down.
Probably a journalism person.
Okay, good. No, it's not.
Oh my God.
Jeez. In a frenzy.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting, ain't it?
Oh my God, you guys.
Sorry, does that hurt? Can you open it up a little bit just to like
get him out that door?
Yeah.
Damn. He got his damn arm trapped in the goddamn door crack.
Clear the hallways, please. Clear the hallways, please.
Can you help him, please?
Yes, I'm good. Places going there.
Take that door off.
Oh my God.
Shit.
What happened? His hand got totally smashed. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they fucked him up.
Why are you getting arrested?
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, Palestine will be free.
And what about this war in Iran? Oh my God.
Which used to be Persia.
His arm.
Oh, you still gonna cuff him?
What are you gonna do to him?
Damn.
Oh my God. Oh, you guys, come on.
I need you to move. You need to stop.
I ain't see the extended version. Goddamn.
Stop.
He's fighting for you, not for him.
They broke his arm. Oh my God. Oh man.
Okay, so yeah, man.
Please, can you get him some kind of medical attention?
That's going viral.
Oh my God.
Damn, Marine trying to, you know what I mean? Like, tell them, man, we don't want to send our sons and daughters to no damn war to fight for Israel. Because that's what you're doing. You fighting for Israel. Was he lying? Hell no. You ain't even fighting for the United States. You fighting for Israel, bro. Why we gotta fight for Israel? Because they do too much of this and they can't back their shit up. The only way they do all this shit, because they know United States gonna help them. God damn it. That's like back in the day. Motherfucker be like, oh, she ain't gonna do nothing but go get her brother. I used to hate that shit. Be messing with me. All she gonna do is go get her brother. Shit, he'll whoop your ass. Yeah. You don't want to see them hands, do you? That's what I thought. So quit fucking with me. Man, you better leave her alone. She gonna go get her brother. You hear me? That's all I heard back in the day, bitch. Huh? So I'm grown now. You know what it is today. Ain't no fighting though, nigga. So anyway, yeah, man. So this is basically what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Israel like shit. That's all right. I'm gonna tell you United States. Like, man, look. Listen. If I had a child that wanted to go into the military right now, I'd be like, don't do it, because they're probably going to draft your stank ass anyway. You see what I'm saying? Don't even I would not join the military right now, bro. You know how hard I've been trying to get my nephew out the military? He won't listen. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I hope he wake up one day and get up out of there, you know what I mean? Because shit, he got enough skills now to come out and just get you a federal job, Joe, and just chill. OG Murder went live, you know what I'm saying, on Twitch. So anyway, people, that's all I had to say. But, man, this shit crazy as hell, people, you know? So including to this video, watch y'all ass out there. Because we got sleeper cells, all right? I could end it on that note, because we have sleeper cells. We have sleeper cells, you know what I'm saying? That's waiting to get in our ass, you know? Waiting to allegedly blow up some type of building. Waiting to, you know, get on a plane and do whatever, allegedly. Go to a school, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn where it's at. It has to get done. Or go to the bar like that one guy. You know what I mean? Sad times we live in, people. Yeah, so it's cranking up. Let me see if there's one more update before I get off. And you know, we beg your pardon. We beg your pardon, America. You see what I'm saying? We beg your pardon, America. Because this pardon that you pardon was not yours to pardon. All right, this war that you trying to send our kids to is not your war. And you are what? All right, now I see something now. Somebody went live. Iran calls for American blood as war escalates. Now, what I seen was they wanted Trump blood. Now, do y'all want all Americans' blood? See what I'm saying? Like, this shit is getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
End to the hostilities.
All right, it's getting crazy. That's what it is. It's getting crazy, man. Yeah, you pray for that Marine, man. You heard the pain in his heart. And he's a high rank doggone me Marine. You see, he was had his uniform and everything with the shits, you know what I'm saying, with the shits on. And I'm just like, man, that's what make me be like, our own people is saying, no, this ain't right. Why is we fighting for Israel? Because they wouldn't fight for us. God damn it. You know why they wouldn't fight for us, people? Because they don't have the shit to fight for to help us. The shit they got is from us. What's going to happen when we can't help y'all no more? That's just going to be the end of you. Because we trying to save us. You see what I'm saying? But it's going to be too late. China ain't shot off shit yet. Huh? North Korea ain't shot off shit yet. They ain't been playing around like NATO helping Ukraine go against Putin. Or they ain't been having to shoot shit because it wasn't about them at the time. It wasn't when Israel going against Iran and Hezbollah and you know what I'm saying, all that shit. All up in Syria and Damascus with the shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, this shit. Man, look, damn. What? Nah, they saying Khamenei is unalive, but his networks remain. All right, what that's about?
Out of Iran, but out of Saudi Arabia, out of the UAE, out of other parts of the Middle East. And you have to ask yourself, where are these people going to go? Where will the Islamists, the people who run the Houthis, the people who run Hezbollah, the people who benefited from the Islamist regime of Iran, where will they go? They will try and come to the West. They will come. That is ironic. They'll try to come to America. They'll try and come to Europe. In America, we have an administration that has closed the borders. Thank you, Donald Trump, for that. And I think as we get into the next phase of this, we're going to start to look at networks all across.
Now, this lady name is Ayan Hersey Ali. She's a Hoover Institution Research Fellow. Hersey Ali. Girl, you from over there type shit. You know what I'm saying? What?
Across the United States
we can't trust your ass either
of
then.
subversion through Islamists, whether it's the Muslim Brotherhood or the Houthis, were treated during the Second World War. So they're going to
fuck that.
Iran's reluctance to negotiate despite large military and civilian losses is based on hard lessons, experts said. By acting with relative restraint, avoiding attacks on U.S. and Gulf nation targets during earlier military flare-ups with Israel, Iran suffered a deterrence failure, said Kelly Greco, a senior fellow at the Stinson Center think tank. Iran, of 2024, Iran attacked again. This time, Iran doesn't want to be exposed.
All right. So anyway, that's all I had to fucking say, man. Yeah, keep it cool out there. Well, I'd be damn. Spain bans United States from using military bases to attack Iran. NATO rift explained. Huh? Why would they ban us from using?
I think at this point, Iran will stop when they're ready. And they're not ready.
Spain bans
they're not ready at all.
Bases
and that's what they're pretty much letting Donald Trump know.
So ain't we cool with Spain? Hold on.
Yeah, well, I also read, y'all, he thought this thing was going to go similar to
he thought it was going to be over. Like, nah, man, you stupid.
Venezuela and Iran are two totally different
Said Iran been waiting for this day for 20 years.
Ideology. You know, Venezuela is mostly Catholic, and you got Iran and they're Muslim. What made you think they were going to be similar in taking down like the way that
that's some stupid shit,
the U.S. bombed Ecuador? They bombed Ecuador on Sunday too.
Yeah.
You know, but because of Iran being in the news, it didn't make news in
nobody really
big way.
I talked about
but
it.
The U.S. also bombed Ecuador. You know, it is absolutely, this man, wow. You know, and I'm glad I'm seeing more and more videos of everybody saying MAGA need to get ready for war. Y'all need to be the ones fighting. You put Donald Trump in office. You men and women,
take y'all MAGA ass out
the battlefield.
Maggots.
Don't be
take
turning your head looking for other people to do it. You
take
get
y'all
out
ass
there.
over there. You need to see the sun. Shit.
You saw the lesson that the farmers had to learn. They got rid of they went and voted to get rid of the illegals. So they did on their farms. Now they sitting there crying because nobody's doing the work.
Nobody want to do that shit.
Get out there
and they wanted black people to do that shit. Talking about
y'all do everything and got high IQs.
This ain't back in the day.
Get on out
in
there
nobody's
and do the
field.
work. Show us how the work is done when a high IQ person does it.
Got the nerve.
No, you'll sit there and let the whole farm go to hell before you step out there and do that work.
Ain't that a bitch?
So get ready, pack up your bags. Trump MAGAs, pack your bags because he's gonna need ground troops. And y'all should be the first
you
ones
hear that?
out
He
there.
gonna need ground
You
troops.
should be. In fact,
it's gonna be a draft. If he had to do that, and so many people get unalive, he gonna have to draft
and see how many of you are signing up.
That's what it's for.
Yeah, we'll see how many of you are really patriotic.
You go through the reserves and all of that. Man, you gotta start drafting these young people.
So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and
young people in college
conclude.
They got stamina.
Thank you so much for being here.
You know
I got
it. That shit crazy. People, what do you guys think about this? Huh? That's left in there. What do you think about that? And now they want to shed American blood. I thought it was Trump's blood, but now they saying shed American blood. This is, I guess that's also, he got the picture of dude's son. So it's supposed to be running Iran right now. So they already be chanting death to America. I mean, shit. DOA, man. That's what that stand for right now. DOA. Death of America. So, yeah, these some wild times. And then, it's so wild of times that we still being entertained by other stuff. And I know. Because people don't want to think about this. But when you actually sit and think about it alone with you and your thoughts, you come to realize that we in trouble. Huh? We in trouble?